Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim. Hope you are great. So, came across video of Latinos. You see the moment you see them with microphone going around street asking some dumb question. Trust me, you already know what they are about to do. So, this woman said that her least favorite race blacks, right? Now, mind you, I do not have problem with people not liking me because I am not rice. People must not, or ice cream. Everybody must not like me. All right. But where I have problem is the way she started dancing around. The blacks, it might ruffle some feathers because all I hear from their mouth is white people this, white people that, white people that. Man, shut the hell up. One thing I know for sure is that whoever that is oppressing me is also oppressing you. You should know that already because your color is not even whitening, let alone the brown is also not browning. Number one is that when they see you, they already know where you're coming from. So whatever they do to me, they will do it to you double because black people even have a stand that when they say no, they are not going back. But you don't even have a stand. And you think being prejudiced or being listened to my people, well, no. Why were you people scared? You put the video on private because you already gassed. I really wish that people were able to get who you are and all that. Some of you are really your behaviors are very nasty and it's not okay. Stop it. Let's get into this video.
Least favorite race?
Correct.
Okay, so this is gonna be really hard for y'all to understand this. And maybe blacks.
Blacks.
Yeah.
Why?
Okay, so your answer, your reason is why, right? So I'm gonna tell you why. Why? Because every single fucking thing that I've heard come out their mouths is
The mouse.
white men, this, that, white people, this, that. Y'all wanna be so-called we're not racist, but then y'all racist to us. So fuck y'all, honestly.
So this Latina said her least favorite race was the blacks because we always want to be saying that the whites are racist this and racist that. Like, girl, your voice is ugh. The way you look is ugh. Everything about her just ugh. That's neither here nor there. It's so ironic how these people, this is why, they will get up here and be like, oh, Latina, all of us are not like that. And we need to be in stand in solidarity. No, a lot of y'all are very anti-black and y'all don't like us. And you all are the ones that are racist to the Afro-Latinos, the black Latinos in y'all's own communities. Like, what the hell? And she's talking about, and you all are racist to us. First of all, we can't be racist to you because we don't own nor do we operate any systems in which we can oppress you. Can we discriminate? Yes. Can we be prejudiced? Yes. But racism, blatant racism? No. And you saying to us as if you're categorizing yourself as white. Yeah, y'all will get up here and scream from the rooftops, you're not white, and you should be able to say nigga, nigga, nigga because of your proximity to blackness, because you grew up in an urban community, and so on and so forth. But y'all don't talk about how underneath the surface, a lot of you all are extremely anti-black. Y'all don't like black people. And you know what's crazy to me? Y'all swear that y'all are just like what Monique said, a white lady with a taco. And I know how race and culture and ethnicity is categorized. I get it. So some Hispanic Latinos are literally considered like they're white. This one right here, I don't know if they would, I don't know what she would be categorized as, but when I look at her, I don't see like, oh, that's just a white woman. Like she looks like she's like got a little something else going on. So the community that she's putting a heavy cape on in the comments was utterly disgusting. They love when somebody comes out and says anything so they could just let their racism fly. The comments were disgusting, but at the end of the day, those same people that you're putting a cape on for are calling ICE baby to get you deported. I see videos of Karens cussing you and your kind out like a dog in the street, calling the police on y'all for selling chiquitos and whatever the hell, mango cups and churros and the ices in the street. Y'all getting the popo and the man called on y'all too. They cussing y'all out like a dog, telling y'all to go back to y'all's countries too. So I don't know what makes you think putting on a cape for the YT. Like y'all are so, it's very bizarre because when you all have issues that you need help with, y'all don't ever call on the YT that you are so quick to defend. You call on us. The math never math because if Johnny had 5 apples, people of color in this country would be smarter if they actually aligned and were in alliance with us. Because y'all will never fucking fit the bill. You will never be seen as a white American. They don't respect you. They see you as a help. They underpay you. They talk down on you too. But y'all don't stand up to them the way that we do. So that's why you're more tolerable. Because y'all bootlick more than we ever would. Especially in 2025. What y'all think about this? And we don't care. Nobody cares. Kenada said you look like the penguin from the Batman, and he was right. Ain't nobody gonna lose sleep with you saying the blacks is your least favorite. Don't nobody care. We don't care. Y'all really think that you all continuously censoring us, whether it be for something negative or positive, makes us like sad? It doesn't. It just fuels us. It just lets us know that we really are them ones. We really are those people because we live in everybody's head rent free. Spread love is the Brooklyn way. What y'all think about this? Y'all upset that this Latina said her least favorite race is the blacks?
What is your least favorite race?
Least favorite race?
Correct.
Okay, so this is gonna be really hard for y'all to understand this. And maybe blacks. Yeah.
Why?
Okay, so your answer, your reason is why, right? So I'm gonna tell you why. Why? Because every single fucking thing that I've heard come out their mouths is white men, this, that, white people, this, that. Y'all wanna be so-called, we're not racist, but then y'all racist to us. So fuck y'all, honestly.
Black Americans, Indigenous American Indians, it is I, cannot wait. TikTok's borders are. Listen, I didn't have that much sleep. I couldn't get my beauty, handsome sleep. And obviously she couldn't either. I didn't know Oswald Cobblepot was white. I just thought he was the penguin. We need to talk about immigrants who are anti-black and anti-black American. Now, in what alternate universe is this woman considered to be white? So this channel is called Miami Brown Boy. He has blonde tips in his hair and she has blonde shit in her hair. They're both not white. He's an immigrant as well as she is, has an immigrant background. Their ancestors did not build the United States of America, and they were not over here pre-slavery. They are not indigenous to this land. And he's making rage bait content with immigrant leeches like her. In what world is she considered to be white? This isn't a long video, but you got to understand, when Black Americans, Indigenous American Indians do not advocate for immigrants, you guys got to understand why. This leech behavior. And when you go to the comments, look at it. Filled with white people. A lot of immigrants come here and they align with white people against Black Americans, Indigenous American Indians. They don't know the history here, or maybe they do and just don't care. When Black Americans, Indigenous American Indians talk about the historical oppression that happened to us, that still exists in places of power that we talk about all the time, and we get immigrant leeches trying to negate what we are talking about. And they get in places of power because they want to be adjacent to white people. And it's just not POC, it's Black people too, Black immigrants as well. You don't have to keep asking why Black Americans will not give you advocacy. This is part of the reason. I just wanted to highlight it. I'm not going to even go into detail about the history. In what world is this immigrant with blonde hair considered white? Like, you abandoned your land, like the men in your family with the women in your family abandoned your land and abandoned the fight in your land. You couldn't survive in your land and you came over here to leech onto Black Americans, Indigenous American Indians who wealth built the United States of America. And you talk like you have authority. You talk like you're entitled to talk. How could you flee your own land and feel like you are entitled to talk against the people who stayed in their land, who built it, who fought and paved the way for you, Immigration Act of 1965, allowing your POC immigrant self to come over here? Listen, I know you come from a penguin family because I recognize a penguin body. Where there's a penguin body, there's a penguin family. Stop talking against Black Americans. A lot of you are going to find out real soon what's going on.
So why do Mexicans come to America and hate people? It's because in the United States, we are taught to be separated. There's something in the US that teaches all of us to stay separated. They want to keep minorities separated. There's a system where they try to put us against each other. And thus you have racist people on each community coming out, talking down on one another. And I believe that they're missing a few brain cells. Because Mexicanos, we come in different shapes, sizes, and colors. We have black Mexicans, not just the indigenous ones, but we have black Mexicans with African features, like myself. If you study Chicano history or you go to Mexico and study the Mexican history, they push our African ancestry because it is very important to not lose who we are. Our second president was African. Mexico was one of the countries that was aiding the African slaves in the United States. Cinco de Mayo should be a big celebration for Africans in the United States and in Mexico because the Afro-Mex came together with the indigenous Mexicans to fight off the French when the French were trying to go to that specific little town to enslave those Africans who had been freed for 33 years. And what happened when we came together? We kicked some butt. Martin Luther King Jr., if you guys pay attention, there was also Mexicans and other people of different colors parading with him, marching with him, protesting with him. If we go down in history and look at the times that we've won as people of color, as minorities, it's because we come together. And in the United States, it doesn't benefit the people, corporations, the people with more money than us, for us to come together. Why? Because if we stay separated, we can never take them on if they were to try to come after us. Why do we see more videos on social media about black people going to the Mexican vendors and destroying their places? But how come we never see the videos of the black people that go to these vendors and pay out for their food? Because it doesn't sell. Why don't we see videos of black people who are hanging out with Mexicans and Mexicans are loving them? But we see videos of Mexicans talking down to black people. Because it doesn't sell, right? If you as a black person go to Mexico, you're going to be bombarded by love. If you pay attention to our Mexicano Loteria, we have what we call El Negrito, and it's a black man dressed very dapper. And then you have the Mexican man called the drunk, El Borracho, and he's a snob, a slob. Even our game shows what we think of our Africans in Mexico. And while a lot of you share your horrible experiences about racist Mexicans, racist Latinos in the comment section, I am so sorry for your experience. But I stand on what I said in my previous video. It is an American thing to be racist amongst each other. So why do...
Since my videos keep getting taken down when I call out my own people, let's try this shit again. To my Latinos, particularly my Mexican people, when you push your internalized racism onto people who are darker than us, you are doing the work of the colonizer. Just because you're a lighter shade of brown doesn't give you any favor with the palm-colored people. They will smile in your face while you clean and build their homes, landscape their yards, watch their children, and work in their fields. Land that they stole from us, by the way. And then behind your backs, they turn around and say that you're lazy, just want handouts, contribute to poverty. They call you rapists, drug dealers, and murderers. They complain that you're stealing their jobs, yet these are the jobs that they don't want to do themselves. They make you work 20 times as hard to earn the same shit that they got for working 20 times less as hard. They pay you shitty wages, make you work in subpar working conditions, and don't give you any kind of health benefits. If you think you're gaining favor with them by pushing your internalized racism onto our Afro-Mexicans, our Afro-Indigenous, our Afro-Latinos, and our Black Americans, you are sadly mistaken. They don't care about you, and they never will. So stop trying to kiss their asses as if they are. They give you just enough so that way you can destroy your own people while they sit in the corner laughing, knowing that you are doing the hard work for them, while they reap all the fucking benefits, and you get very little in return. You are being used and exploited, and they will never see you more than just another brown person. Remember that when you think you're superior to somebody who is darker than you.
So why don't Latinos like black people? I'ma tell you. It's because of our stupid ass Spanish ancestors and their white supremacist bullshit. Now when the Spaniards came to the Americas to, colonize, they brought with them something known as casta, a caste system. Here's a historical painting showing the caste system and where people were put into their places. If this is confusing, this will make it a little easier. Now the top of the casta was the Spaniards, people who actually came from Spain. And the people who usually came from Spain to the Americas were very wealthy aristocrats. Next in the food chain were their descendants, the Creoles. Now they were still Spaniards, but they were lower on the food chain because they were born in the Americas. Because again, white supremacist bullshit. Next in the food chain we have mestizos. These are people descended from Spaniards and Native Americans. And then we have mulattos, descended from Spaniards and Africans. Now at the bottom of the food chain were Native Americans and African slaves. Because again, white supremacist bullshit. Now this social structure, these social classes were instituted for centuries in Latin America. But here's where the problem lies. Humans like to fuck each other, whether willingly and with consent or sadly by rape. That means they have babies together. So this social structure doesn't really work when you have a lot of mixed babies. Because basically everyone became mestizo and mulatto together. Everyone just mixed. So what happens when everyone is mixed? Basically this middle section disappeared and colorism seeped into our cultures very deeply. So Latinos who were more light-skinned were seen as being higher in the social structure because they were more like Spaniards. And dark-skinned Afro-Latinos were seen to be lower in the social structure because they were more like Africans. Which again, is stupid white supremacist bullshit. Because most Latinos are this middle section, like me, mestizo. So why are many Latinos prejudiced against Afro-Latinos and black people? Because our racist-ass colonizing ancestors taught this to us centuries ago. And it's so ingrained into our culture that it's hard to unlearn it. But we need to start putting in the work and start unlearning this white supremacist bullshit. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
This is all I got from this video. I saw that video and I was like, what? So I decided to go to the main page to check if I would see, the video, only to find out that the person has put the video on private. You are not scared, right? I thought you got nerves to make the video. If you got nerves to make the video, you should also have the nerves to allow the video to continue to air. Some of you are very silly. On a very serious note, I don't know what people gain from just maybe 2 minutes a day fame. Some of you come out here to clickbait. I don't know, but come out online to say some nasty things and then run away when the heat start coming. If your audacity if it were not bought from Temu, why did you remove it? You should have let it continue to air so people will come and say hi to you. Majority of you are very, very silly. On God, majority of these people are very stupid. Why am I saying this? I am saying it because it's obvious that you are silly. Because if you're not silly, there are some things you don't see. Now, let me tell you something. The truth is that I don't think I have any least race that I do. Just stay on your own. I don't care. Let me stay on my own. One thing you definitely will know is that I love my people so much. That is something that I will never. And moreover, there are some things people shouldn't even come online to ask people, who is your least favorite? Like, why are you asking that stupid question? Why do we need to know? Why do we need to know who is your least favorite race and all that? All those things are stupid. You guys keep painting one another blue, black, and the rest of it. You guys can do better. The blacks. See, now let me tell you something. I don't have a problem if people do not like me or people do not like my people or black people in general. But where I have problem is when sometimes the undertone. I don't think that one was even undertone. It was like overtone. You could hear everything, what she was saying. Even if she didn't say it out, you already knew where she was coming from. She was just plainly being racist. And you could also read that. If you are smart, you could read that. For those that will tell you, I didn't say anything, you could read it. Sometimes people might not even tell you something, but before they say what they want to say or before they finish dancing around, you already know where they are about to arrive. It's okay if you don't like me. It's okay if you don't like my people. But enough of all this BS that you have to denigrate the people, like, dance around with some stupid words, and then all they say is a white and all that. Shut the hell up. She probably might be dating a white man, and I don't give a hoot who she's dating because it's none of my business. But one thing I have learned about my people is that you will never ever see my people come out to make noise or say something if it is not true. That is something that I know about them. If it is not true, you won't see them talking about it. So if they have ever complained about something, go and check. That thing is 100% correct. Whatever they complain about is right. It is you that is blind, that have refused to say it, because you and I have the same oppression. And you don't even look white. So when they see you, they already definitely know where you're coming from. So nothing is going to save you out. Even if they come for me, if they can come for me, they will come for you. So defending them or trying to be the good piggy won't also save you. You guys should stop, coming around and start. Enough of your bullshit. I will draw the curtain here. Bye for now.